If you're tired of bouncing around between YouTube workouts and wondering why nothing sticks, then this video is for you. I'm ranking 13 fitness creators that I actually tried this year and giving them awards. And one of them is getting most overrated. And if she's on your screen a lot, you might not like this. I tested everything from massive channels with millions of subscribers to smaller ones that nobody ever really talks about. And by the end of this video, you'll know which trainers are actually realistic for busy women and which ones are better for advanced lifters and which one you should maybe skip completely. I'm Alexandria, 36-year-old mom and therapist who's lost over 40 pounds using only YouTube workouts. And I'm giving you my honest take on who is worth your time and who is just hype, based, of course, entirely on my own opinions and experiences. So leave yours in a comment. Award number 1 is Best for Beginners. And the winner is Nourish Move Love. And here's why. If you're just starting out or coming back after a break, Nourish Move Love is a great on-ramp. The instruction is crystal clear. She breaks down every movement, shows modifications, and never makes you feel like you should already know what you're doing. The workouts build confidence without feeling overwhelming. What I love specifically is the form cues are excellent. She explains why you're doing each move and not just how. The pacing is beginner-friendly without being condescending, and the programs are structured so you're not guessing what to do next. You just show up and you press play. She also has someone participating with her usually who's doing modifications, which can be really helpful if you're a beginner. And the equipment is also usually relatively minimal. Again, really helpful for a beginner. If you're someone who doesn't prefer a typical kind of coach style, then this might not be the right person for you. It is a pretty high energy and upbeat environment, which is great for some, but not necessarily the vibe for others. But it is perfect for the complete beginner, maybe a postpartum mom easing back into fitness. Her style can feel a bit intimidating though, but I think she balances it well with approachable exercises and a genuine care about the people that are following her workouts. My runner-up in this category is Tracy Steen. She is also amazing for beginners, especially if you prefer a little more like a relaxed style. She just has a very kind energy to her, and her explanations are extremely helpful, especially for beginners. So if you're starting from scratch or you don't know where to begin, then these are 2 great creators to try from my list, of course. The next award is Most Underrated, and my choice is Devin from Ariana Active, and here's why. This is a creator you may never heard of. Unless you're around here a lot, then you have. But if you haven't, it's a complete crime because Ariana Active workouts deliver solid, no-nonsense workouts that are actually effective. And she's completely flying under the radar. The programming's smart, the workouts are effective, and there's zero fluff or gimmick. What I love specifically is that the workouts are challenging but doable. She hits the sweet spot where you're working hard but not dying unless you want to be, and the format is straightforward and easy to follow. The variety keeps things interesting without being chaotic, and she delivers way more than the subscribers that she has. And she's also become a genuine friend to the channel, and is just a super kind and great human. And she's perfect for intermediate exercisers who want efficient workouts without the hype, and someone who's tired of overly produced fitness content and just want to see results. My runner-up in this category is Jasper McDermott, another hidden gem with fantastic programming that deserves way more attention, especially for his strength-focused workouts. So you should go subscribe to both of them immediately. You will not be disappointed. The next award is for hardest workouts. So some of you are going to want this category and some of you are not. And that's okay. So for hardest workouts, my winner is Penny Barnshaw. And here's why. If you want to be humbled, then Penny Barnshaw will definitely do it. These workouts are brutal. And I mean that as the highest compliment as a Gurvinator. If you're looking for a challenge, you will definitely find it here. What I love specifically, though, is that the workouts are genuinely difficult without relying on like gimmicks or weird, unsafe moves. She programs for serious results, so you will get stronger and you will build endurance, but you'll also earn every rep. This may not be the best for beginners from an intensity level. I am a firm believer that you can modify anything and work your way up to something, but for some people, that can feel defeating. So it may not be a good choice for you unless you're a more advanced lifter or if you're a beginner who is willing to modify. It's perfect for the advanced lifters who get bored easily with workouts or anyone training for specific fitness goals, or perhaps you're a masochist like me who genuinely enjoys suffering through your workouts. Chris and Edie are my runner-up in this category, also incredibly challenging. So if Penny doesn't break you, Chris and Edie might try to finish the job. But a fair warning though, your legs may not love you the next day. That's okay. You can do this. My next award is Best for Perimenopause or Hormones. Now, there's no single winner for this one because from all the research I have been doing for my own well-being, heavy lifting really is just king during perimenopause. So I have 5 channels for you that I think do amazing job supporting women in this particular season. So use this like a menu to pick and choose which one best matches your goals or best matches your energy. So 1 is Penny Barnshaw, 2, Tracy Steen, 3, Kaylee Cohen, 4, Chris and Edie, and 5, Lift with C. Again, all of these trainers provide heavy lifting, progressive overload, and some of them even focused on perimenopause and concepts like that. And they just have their own flavor to the same kind of idea. Again, there's no single best perimenopause or whatever, but these are 5 amazing options. And honestly, you really can't go wrong with any of them. All right, moving on to our next award. For this next one, I want to highlight the creator who gives the most variety without feeling totally random. And the winner for me for best variety is Michelle Breeler. What I love about Michelle is that if you're the type of person who gets bored really easily, she's basically your dream playlist. She's got strength, cardio, low impact, high intensity, circuits, dumbbells, body weight, trampoline. There's always something that fits your mood, your time, and your energy levels. And her channel is especially great if you're a busy mom or a working woman who doesn't want to sit there scrolling for 15 minutes trying to pick the perfect workout. Because with Michelle, you can pretty much just click on anything and know that you're getting a solid, well-rounded session, whatever that is. What didn't work as well for me personally is that sometimes the variety can feel a bit overwhelming, especially if you don't have a clear goal in mind. If you're in a season where you're really wanting a structured strength block or you're training for something super specific, her channel might not always be set up in a way with a step-by-step program, more like a really good buffet with amazing options. But you still have to decide what's going to go on your plate. Michelle's perfect for the women who want lots of options, though, or who get bored doing the same thing every week, or just want a creator they can rely on when their schedule and energy levels are kind of all over the place. My runner-up for best variety is my buddy, Millionaire Hoy. And what I love about Millionaire Hoy is that the variety comes with intensity and attitude. You'll find strength, cardio, hit, low impact mobility, and all the different series to follow. There's a workout for pretty much any time constraint and level of I'm ready to suffer you happen to be in that day. The downside for some people, though, is that his workouts can skew harder and more intense. So if you're brand new or in a more sensitive season like postpartum or coming back from a long break, it might feel like a little bit too much on the front end. But if you're more intermediate or you love having lots of options that can still push you, he's great. He's perfect for women who like variety but also want to feel like they really went for it, especially if you enjoy a bit of grit and challenge to your workouts. If you happen to be the type of person who refuses to do the same workout twice and you want a channel that keeps things fresh, Michelle and Millionaire are 2 that I would start with. One gives you variety in a real, accessible, everyday way, and the other gives you variety of the side of, we're going to work today. For this next award, I had one woman in mind, the ones who literally are squeezing in workouts between school drop-off, email, and reheating their coffee for the 3rd, 4th, 5th time. This is the award for best quick workouts, 20 minutes or less. And for this one, my winner is Kaylee Cohen. What I love about Kaylee is that her short workouts still feel like a full workout, not a throwaway. They're structured, they're intentional, and even in 15 to 20 minutes, you feel like, okay, I did something. And she's amazing for using intervals and smart programs, so you're not just flailing around for 10 minutes and calling it a day. It's focused and it's purposeful. And if you're stressed or a busy kind of person who wants that kind of smart intensity, then this is gold. She's perfect for busy women who either want to bike at home because she has a biking channel or lift at home in an efficient way where you're not wasting time. You just press play. She tells you exactly what to do and you're done in about 20 minutes. Now let's talk about my runners up because there are 2 seriously good ones if you only have slivers of time. My first runner-up is Ariana Active or Devin. And what I love about Ariana Active is that she absolutely gets the I only have 10 to 15 minutes as a mom herself. She has a lot of short stackable workouts, so you can do one, or if your kid happens to magically nap for longer, you can do a couple and stack them together. And she has an entire series based around shorter workouts. Her style feels very approachable, but it's still challenging. She's perfect for women who love the idea of mini workouts they can sprinkle through the day and still feel accomplished. My second runner-up is DioFit. And what I like about DioFit is that he also offers a variety of these shorter kinds of workouts, as well as a combination of cardio and strength-based workouts. If you really only have like 10 to 20 minutes, these are where I would start. And he also does have a playlist of these shorter workouts as well. The next category was honestly one of the hardest for me to choose because so many of these creators are incredibly likable. And a great personality can be the difference between dreading a workout and actually looking forward to it. But I did finally pick a winner from this group, and I chose for best personality to go to Tracy Steen. And what I love about Tracy is she just has the perfect mix of calm energy and challenge. She's not screaming at you, she's not over the top, but she just has a steady, positive presence that makes you feel like, okay, I can do this. And I remember thinking the first time I did one of her workouts, like, wow, she's just such a lovely human, And she talks to you like a real person, not a drill sergeant. And it's not like fake cheerleader. Like, it's just when you're tired or you're having a rough day, her coaching style just makes you feel like you're moving with a friend, not being judged or being out of breath. And I just like that she really is good at explaining what's coming next, how you should feel, things like that. Or you can modify if you need to. So you're not just entertained, you feel like you're supported and being guided by somebody the whole time. And when the workout gets hard, the energy keeps you in it without making you feel guilty or weak or stupid. It may not work well, though, if you don't like a high energy personality trainer. If you like somebody that's more low key, because she is much more calm. And for some, that might be a little too chill. If you're like the let's go, that kind of vibe, then she might be too chill for you. She's perfect for the women who want to feel supported, down to earth coach, but who still want to push you in a way that feels kind and steady and stable. But if you're easily overwhelmed by intense personalities and you want a great workout, she's an amazing fit. So even though there are a lot of creators that I like and respect, and honestly, all the creators on this list I really respect, Tracy is one that I keep coming back to when I want to feel encouraged and not pressured, but enjoy a good quality workout. So, on to the next. The award for best overall was also really hard for me, but as a 4'11 mom who's literally tried what feels like everyone, Millionaire Hoy won for this year because he just gets it. He has good links of workouts and optional equipment that are designed for everyday life, not Instagram perfection. And his pacing keeps you engaged and actually gets you results without needing to spend hours at the gym. I like his follow along format. It just feels very seamless and there's no awkward pauses or over explaining. The difficulty in progression makes sense and you're not just stuck doing the same moves over and over again. The energy is motivating without being annoying for me, but it can be a little over the top if you are a more Tracy Steen kind of person. If you're not looking for cardio components, though, this might not be the vibe for you overall, but he is a super approachable guy, and I've gotten to know him as a person since making my video. And he's such a nice dude. He's such a good dude. He really cares about his subscribers. And I love that. But I also wanted to make sure I mentioned a strength focused person as a runner up, Penny Barnshaw, of course, if you prefer strength only. And these are really the kinds of creators I come back to when life gets stressful or when I really want to make sure that I'm getting the workout that I want. Last category is probably going to get me into some trouble because we're talking about most overrated. And for me, that has to be Chloe Ting of all the people that I tried this year. Now, let me be super clear for anyone who was thinking about coming in the comments. I'm not saying that Chloe Ting is a bad person or that her workouts are useless. She has helped a lot of women get moving. And if she was your first introduction to fitness, then I think that is absolutely amazing. But for me, overrated to me means that the hype and the promises are bigger than the program's expectations and what they're designed to deliver, especially for women who want real sustainable fat loss and strength. And what I don't love is the way that her content is packaged. It's super fast results, the 2 weeks, 28 days, get quick abs, very aesthetic focus, flat tummy, hourglass, lean, that sort of thing. And a lot of people walk away thinking that doing weeks of these workouts is going to fundamentally change your body composition. And for a lot of women, especially if you're in your 30s and your 40s, dealing with things like perimenopause, stress, kids, a real appetite, those expectations are just not realistic. And you might feel a little bit tighter, sure, or maybe even a little more coordinated. Or you may feel better, but you're not going to permanently shrink your waist or spot reduce your belly in 2 weeks. It's not scientifically possible. Another thing that didn't really work for me is that a lot of her workouts are cardio-ish and high rep without a lot of true progressive strength built in, which again is totally fine if your goal is to move more and sweat. But if your goal is real fat loss, muscle growth, and a better metabolism at your age, you're going to outgrow the style pretty fast. And the problem is the marketing doesn't really explain that. So a lot of women think I failed the program instead of the program wasn't designed for my long-term goals. So who is Chloe Ting great for? She is great for absolute beginners who just need something fun and non-intimidating to get started. People like teens in their early 20s who want to move at home and aren't ready to think about things like perimenopause and strength training yet. Or people who are more motivated by fun, fast challenges than by structured strength progression. So I'm not saying never do Chloe Ting, but I am saying for women in their 30s and 40s who are serious about changing their body and protecting their muscles and managing their hormones, then she's probably not the main coach to build your whole routine around. And so that's why, to me, she is most overrated. But if you completely disagree with me, that is totally fine. Let me know in a comment who you think is the most overrated creator. But be nice, please. Let's all be kind to each other and share our thoughts respectfully. All right, friends, that is a wrap on today's creator awards from my perspective. But I want to hear from you in a comment who your top 3 creators are. And if you disagree with me about Chloe Ting, but again, be nice to each other. And if you love it here, I'd love if you would subscribe. I'll link my creator comparison playlist or some other videos here that you'll enjoy if you want more deep dives on how to find creators that fit for your goals and your needs. And make sure you're subscribed if you haven't done so already. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, friends.